Okay, that was an abrupt stop. Hang on, let me just fix my camera. Okay, hello, welcome to another episode of Ouch My Money. Okay, today is, what day is it? Suddenly I'm blank. Actually, it's Wednesday. We always have big on Wednesdays, right? And we have fortnightly. So for those of you guys who are joining us tonight, welcome. As usual, I'm starting the show alone and waiting for somebody's here. Who is that? Junhao.
Hello.
Hello. Maybe I should have the background music on. Oh, so noisy.
Why do you have the music on for what?
Yeah, that's true. Fail. We should have some background music. But it doesn't work. Maybe we should make a bet about who's coming on next. What do you think, Junhao?
What do I think? I don't know. What do you think? Let me see. Who would you like to come on?
No, like let's make a bet about what's coming on.
What is a safe bet?
Safe bet, I'm gonna say something horrible. Safe bet means, let me see. Safe bet means a person. Right? That's very safe, what? 100%.
Well,
unless the bet comes on.
Maybe the animal will come on. We don't know.
Yeah, so you think it's small animal.
But then again, the animal may not know how to knock.
Oh yeah, maybe he will growl.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Who's that? Oh, it's the animal.
The animal.
Yes. Meow.
Meow.
Meow. Wait, am I centered? I'm not centered. There we go. Meow. Hello.
This
Voila.
animal-
Do you want to explain? Okay, anyway, well, his nickname is what? Papa Bear or what? Is that why he's an animal? He's an animal.
Oh, I like your t-shirt.
Orbit, one of my favorites.
I like
No,
the t-shirt. This Earth is dancing with the moon.
Orbit in Love.
Yes.
It's Douglas. This is the Orbit in Love movement. Orbit in Love should be like this. This reminds me of the parrot. You know the meme where the parrot goes like this?
You are the other animal now.
At least a parrot can talk like humans, I guess. Suddenly I had a very naughty thought. What if I don't knock at all? And then after that, Rachel will be forever. Then I'll remove you. I'm so horrible. No, it just funny. As I was knocking, it occurred to me. If I don't knock, then Rachel will be like, how come she shouldn't knock yet? I'm just kidding. Okay. This is Ouch My Money for the people who are joining us today. We need to share on our Facebook also, okay, people. And then welcome Rachel, welcome Douglas, welcome Junho, and welcome Afiq. Rachel, I heard that you have a friend who has a question for you, us. Trevor.
Yeah, I'll start. So the other day I met up with a friend. So she was asking me this question. She asked, now that the interest rate is so low, the interest rate in the banks, the fixed deposit interest rate and the bank savings interest rate are so low, where should she put her money? Yeah, so that was the question that she asked me.
Oh, Afiq, you have been singled out.
Are you
You want to say what you said earlier?
I see. Interest rate low. I think, and this is with a disclaimer. Don't do what I'm about to do. Sell everything, buy Bitcoin. Sell your children, sell your house, sell your cat, sell your soul. Buy Bitcoin. Then when it drops, sell it to me.
What if it never comes back up again? You know?
There is But in all honesty, I mean, I absolutely understand the sheer number of people out there who are hungry for yield. The word we're looking for is yield. I mean, if your money sits in your bank account, it earns next to nothing. If you put it under your bed, the termites will eat it. What can you do? And I know, right? If you're any kind of savvy person who watches the markets, you know that even bond yields are coming down. So when you want to put money into fixed income, something that's a bit safer, supposedly, you're not getting that much yield. So what do? Other than liquidate everything and buy Bitcoin, the term that's being thrown around is Trina, right? TRINA. There really is no alternative. So people are
What's
pumping money
Trina?
into stocks.
There really is no alternative.
Isn't
The sister for my other girlfriend, Tina, was my first girlfriend. Trina is my second girlfriend.
It's disgusting.
Okay, so Afiq, where would you put your money, or where have you been putting your money?
Bitcoin.
I'm just listening to what Afiq said just now. I was like, if you put money in under your, you said put money under the bed is eaten by termites.
Yeah, I remember there was this
Yeah,
Chinese-
I tell you, if you put money under your bed and it's eaten by termites, for heaven's sake, take the money and go and fix the house and get rid of the termites. Please don't have termites in your house. Okay, that's where you're supposed to put your money. Fix your house first.
Oh, it's even worse. Just like you see, put it under the pillow and then the rats will come and eat it. So your house, you will
That's
have
even
rats
Then you could go
under
and
the
hire,
pillow.
then you hire a pest controller and go and get rid of the rats. Okay, that's where you put the money. Wow, got termites, got rats. That's horrible. Or you buy a cat. Laughing.
He has a cat. He has a cat.
we have a cat, but at this age, she's pretty much useless.
Mellow.
Mellow. Mellow's
mellow.
kind. Yes,
Mellow.
Mellow, very kind of you. She's pretty much useless. In fact, she's more of a detriment to my sanity than anything else. She bites me when she's hungry. She claws me when she wants to be touched. I would rather talk to Tina and Trina. So yeah.
Okay, let's get to the question. Okay, yes.
so? What does Trina say?
Trina
There
said
really isn't an alternative.
there really is no alternative. So that's why
Yeah. So if there's no alternative, then what's the default?
people put money into stocks, huh?
What?
People put money into stocks. The average person now, because of Trina, have been putting a lot of money into stocks. A year ago. Once
Can
again,
we focus Trina again?
they
There
really,
really- okay, I'm
is
gonna
no
type it down.
alternative.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
This is the first time I've heard of it, and I literally
guys
write
are
down.
You guys are so not present to.
No,
partake.
I just now Rachel asked,
Yeah.
and then he was explaining, and then you said something, and he muffled.
Oh, so it's my fault.
I didn't say that. I'm just telling you what happened.
Yeah, so he said Trina. So he said Trina, and Rachel asked what's Trina, and he said that there really is no alternative.
Well, let me give you another aspect of it. Sorry, I have to come on first before Douglas. Actually, the other day I was reading some articles, and the other day this is Jim Rogers. I think I shared this article with Rachel, and this is I think it's Jim Rogers. No, something is not right. Something is not right when you go out into retail shops and people want and everybody just want to talk to you about stocks, investing in stocks. You go to a barber and people want to talk to you about investing in stocks. And nowadays, kids are actually listening advice from on Reddit and then listening to Elon Musk telling what stocks that they're supposed to invest in. When things like that get to that stage, something is very,
Wrong.
I wouldn't say wrong, but a little bit.
Not
Huh?
working. Not working. It's not working.
It's not working. It's like everybody seems to be talking about stocks and everybody seems to want to jump onto the bandwagon. It has gone to the stage of, I don't know where it's heading.
It's scary, isn't it?
It's heading downhill. That's where it's heading.
So I really don't know whether Trina is the right way to go.
Yeah. Honestly, I agree with you. Judging from the sheer number of people going in, you have two sides of the coin, right? You have two sides of every coin. You have the people who are so hungry for yield that they would look at anything just to generate a yield, regardless of the risk that they're taking, right? I have friends coming to me talking about NFTs, about coming into crypto. They're throwing around terms like sharding. They're talking about staking, and I'm like, dudes, I've been talking about these things for years, and you guys are like, nah, too complicated. And now you're talking to me about it. And so for me, the on the ground, when the average person starts talking about highly complex things, and the only thing that they're talking about is, I heard can make money. I heard can make money. And the question I have is, do you even understand it? Don't know, can make money.
Everything can make money.
Yes, pause there. I think you may need to explain to the audience what is NFT. You know what's NFT, by the way?
Nice
No,
furry
I
thing.
was about to ask that.
My
Nice
cat is an
furry thing.
NFT.
She's not what she calls.
No, she's a nice furry thing. I can hear you.
But the way you all know what's NFT, right?
No, I don't
Oh,
know. Okay, tell faster. Then I put in the comment.
So
You-
an
you only want
NFT is a non-fungible token. So if you guys are watching, NFT, non-fungible token. Think about it it's a part of blockchain technology, but a non-fungible token essentially is unique. There is only one such item. A non-fungible token only has one such item. So for example, my cat here, an NFT, there is only one Sadie. Right? There's only one Sadie. In existence, there's only this one crazy cutie pie who I love and nothing else like her. Right? And so I can sell an NFT, in this case, my nice fuzzy thing, and somebody will buy. Again, it's about perceived value and the collectible value. So if you've read about NFTs in the news, you would have heard this artist called Beeple, who managed to sell his JPEGs, literally sell his JPEGs for $3.5 million in 7 hours. JPEG. You know what a JPEG is, right? You do digital art, JPEG, can copy paste kind. Yeah. And so when it becomes an NFT, you cannot replicate it. And so people are banking on the fact that these things become super scarce, super rare, super valuable, just like, your Nike limited edition shoes, sneakers, or baseball cards in the US, or Pokemon cards here in Singapore, and so on and so forth.
Yes. But those physical things, they can be eaten by rats. NFT cannot be eaten by
Yeah, I
rats.
was just about to say that as long
Yeah.
as they don't get eaten by any form of animal, so you need to put in money to protect. Okay, you need to buy the hard case to protect your NFT.
So there are also another NFT that comes in the form of music. Elon Musk's girlfriend, what's her name? Her name, how do you pronounce it? Grimes?
Grimace.
Grimace? Grimes or whatever. She created a music, a non-fungible token in the form of a music, and she sold it for 11 plus million. Okay, I think over 10 hours she sold it.
Yep.
We just make money out of it, but it's
So that's
whatever
considered business, right?
I don't
Identifying
know.
Yeah, but the point
identifying
of
a
business,
non-fungible token.
because the point of business is when somebody pays you for
Yeah,
it.
when somebody pays, so you have an object of value. You get money in exchange for this object of value. It's business.
Yeah.
I rest my case. I've got nothing else to say.
You
for
haven't
me.
made a case yet.
Yeah, you have to make your case
know what
at
you're
the
talking about.
beginning, then you can introduce that.
Okay, so now Douglas. Okay, so now Chun Ho and Afiq, have you all made your cases? Case.
No, I have not. I haven't not finished making my cases yet. I'm just saying that.
You finish faster.
I'm just saying that yes, stocks at the moment seems to be a lot of people going in, but and a lot of people saying that it's not safe, and it's getting a little bit crazy, and things like all sorts of people are going to all sorts of
Platform.
I wouldn't call it assets, but what do you call it? The different instruments,
Oh,
Asset classes.
asset classes. And the thing is, like Afiq said, how much do they know about it? Some of them are very complex, and they're still jumping onto it. Just people who doesn't really fully understand it are jumping on it. It doesn't mean that you cannot go into business in it. There are people who knows about it and how to use it, like Grimes and all those whatever artists. They know how to do it. They make money out of it. But we haven't heard of those people that use it and are not making money of it. We have not heard of all those other cryptocurrencies that are worthless now. Everybody keep talking about Bitcoin, because and everybody just focus on Bitcoin, but there are plenty of cryptocurrency that came up long time ago together with Bitcoin, but where are they now? We don't know.
So you
You know
won't
what?
put your stuff in
One
Bitcoin.
of the scariest things is somebody said this. You know you're in a bull run when even a totally worthless coin makes 21%. And the one he was referring to was Dogecoin. And
Yeah.
I looked at the numbers like, wow, like that also can.
Dogecoin?
Or Dogecoin, however you want to pronounce it.
Dogecoin or whatever lah. It's that coin with the dog face on it, one.
It was started as a joke, remember?
Yes.
It's a dog coin. We should come
Yeah.
up with our own coin.
Yeah. And then to counter this dog coin, the animal lovers who say, I don't like dogs. I am a cat person. So that they created this non-fungible token, which is in the form of kittens. I don't know
Yeah.
what it called. Is
Digital
it
kitty.
non-fungible? Huh?
The digital kitties, right?
The digital kitties.
Yeah, so and it's called Doggy Coin.
Or doggy, not doggy. Close.
So anyway, yeah. So I will say up to here now. Let's hear from the rest, then we can talk about at the end of it what I
No lah, so have you said what you're going to put your money into already?
me.
Where do you think is the safe? Because Afiq already said it, right?
Not really
No.
Bitcoin.
No, he hasn't.
For me,
So
Imagine.
okay, Rachel, you change the topic. Tonight the topic is where is not a safe place to put our money now.
Under your bed.
So apparently, okay, I'm blurred out. So apparently, under your pillow also not very good. In Bitcoin also, not advisable. As in, like for us, we wouldn't want it under our pillow.
definitely not under your pillow. Your spouse will take it.
My spouse takes it, I will take off his head. Then the insurance money is mine.
I know your spouse actually can take that money and grow that money, so I
No,
would
actually,
say
if you ask me if I invest, where will I put my money?
into your
I'll put
spouse.
it with him, lor.
Well, I mean, while the stock market is not, oh, you change it so quick. Not a safe place to put the money.
You copy
Yeah,
paste and
because
add
y'all
the
were
word
talking
not.
about because we all were talking nonsense. Y'all were not answering the question.
Okay,
Sorry,
fine.
son.
I will still forget about. After it's not going to say where she's going to put it, but I will still put my money at the moment. The best place with you, and for me, I determine as still safe, is in reliable companies that will continue to grow with the world as the world moves forward. So, understanding where the world is heading, where all of us, humanity, is going towards, and which companies is riding out this forward path, I will put money in these companies. Basically, it's investing in businesses that is going to ride with where the world is heading. That is the safest place for me. And to me, that's the best and safest place.
I concur.
Because companies that move forward with the world will continue to produce value for the rest of the world, for the rest of humanities, and people will buy the value, and the company will grow, and they'll get money back, and this company will still be there. I mean, if you have bought companies that are like many years ago, like if you have bought Microsoft, like how many years ago, how much is worth now? If you have bought Coca-Cola, how many years ago, what is it worth now? Then again, Coca-Cola is a little bit dodgy now because of the sugar thingy. Everybody is talking about sugar. So it depends on how Coca-Cola is going to shift even. Okay. So I've said my piece.
Mm. And I
That's where
concur.
You concur? I thought you were going to put somewhere else.
Business lah. That's what I said. Put in
Yeah, on
business.
different sides of the coin.
So if Chunho is going to put money in businesses that's creating value for the world based on the direction that the world is heading, and it's certain that these businesses are going to continue to give the world what it needs, and therefore be profitable, then be one of those businesses and receive money from Junho.
So that means Douglas, okay, so basically Junho is investing in a business, but Douglas is going to be the business.
Yeah, so there is something there actually is a lot to learn from where businesses, okay, the types of businesses that Junho is talking about is heading with the value that they're creating, because there are lots of opportunities that reveal themselves. And today, with technology, there is a lot that can be done to generate a lot of yield running a business as compared to in the past. Okay, if you know the types of businesses to run, okay, and looking again, it always starts from what does the world need, and what is it willing to pay for. Okay, and COVID revealed a lot of this in the last year or so. Okay, and more than that, if we look at how people are responding to solutions that are being presented, okay, you will also realize that the world that the consumers have shifted in their consumption patterns a lot. And right now we are in a transition stage, okay, where it has become a wild west, okay, where it's become a wild west, and there's no clear leadership as far as there's no clear leadership in areas where doing business moving forward is concerned, okay, because everybody is figuring it out, even the big companies. Okay, so
But
everyone
that
is.
also means that this is a time of opportunity.
This is a time of opportunity. Okay, so it's going to challenge a lot of traditional thinking. Okay, there are going to be a lot of disruptors. Okay, people who are clear, who are not stuck in the past. Okay, who are not stuck with old models. Okay, of or wishful thinking or magical thinking that in a year's time or 2 years' time that we're going to go back to what we used to know. Okay, and there are a fair number of businesses that are still in that group. Okay, so
That's right.
So they are not going. So if we look at that, okay, and then if we look at opportunities to reinvent, okay, there's going to be a category of businesses who persist in that, who are going to be obsolete. Okay, it's a matter of time. Okay, and then and you look at how the younger people. Okay, now I qualify to say that because I've crossed the half a century mark. Where the younger people are, okay, in how they have reinvented income generation. Okay, there's a lot for us to learn because you see their parents and the parents are looking at that. It's like it's out of their reality boxes. Okay, to do all that. Okay, but the thing is, it doesn't matter whether it's in their reality box or not. Okay, the truth is these guys are generating an income. Okay, with very little invested. Okay, so if you have a lot of money, you take a little bit of that, okay, invest in, create an engine that generates an income, okay, it's going to churn out a lot more than the entire sum put into a bank account. Okay, but regardless, the fundamental requirement is education, okay, to come up to date with what's happening in the world, and there's no excuse. So ignorance is a choice, right? there's no excuse for I'm too old. Technology is beyond me, and any of that. Okay, because if it is, then the reality of the world is going to be beyond you very soon too.
Mm.
Okay, and Trina, Trina is for but Trina is a good companion for all the people who are persisting with traditional thinking. Because you're looking for ways to invest money based on very old models.
Which is why a lot of people cannot find any alternatives now.
Yeah,
Because
if you're
based on
looking
the old ways
at
of
the old, yeah, if you're looking at old world, then there are only so many alternatives as far as in business and invest. Okay, as far as investment classes, okay, as you know, was saying, as far as investment classes are concerned, okay, if you look at the current basket, okay, that's all there is. Okay, but the thing is, the way wealth is being created right now has gone way past what used to be available.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in agreement with that. And one of the things that happened, well, how many years ago was that when we have all these people that is generating YouTube videos, they are on Instagram, and then they are on Facebook talking and those things. At a time, before the term influencer come in, these were the young people going on the social media, creating a platform for their arts, creating a platform to showcase what they're passionate about. And then eventually they created a huge following. And at the time, all we know, the older generation always know that celebrities are based on the media, old medias, TV, movies, and all those stuff. But
Station.
this social media is a new media that suddenly all these young people being there, they suddenly are gaining followings that can amass advertisers, can amass such huge following that advertisers is willing to put money with them to showcase their products or for product endorsements, and they're actually attracting advertisers, and then it suddenly become a business on its own, and then suddenly all these influencers suddenly become big names, and the amount of money that they generate can be so large that it's unbelievable. So
Yeah.
things have shifted, and it will continue to shift, and technology
Yeah.
is going to shifting people. And finally, and now advertising. Last time, when some of these tech companies started having self-serve advertising, which is like Facebook have self-serve advertising. I mean, if you want to advertise on Facebook, you don't get somebody to do the thing. And it is something for you to go and put your own stuff and then create and then put it in. Of course, you get a third party to do it, and then it costs you money, but it's a self-serve thing. And then Snapchat came in also a self-serve thing. And then in Instagram, there's also self-serve thing. And then in the US, there are, of course, some TV platform. Roku was the one that came up with the self-serve thing. And finally, Singapore finally caught on. Finally, I don't know how long it took before MediaCorp started to have a self-serve.
So you are going to put your money to self-serve ads, is it?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying media is moving and people are slow to catch up. Not media is moving, technology is moving and people are slowly catching up because people are so stuck with what is happening in the past. They are still basing things in the past. But things are changing and need to keep up. If not, otherwise we will become our parents' generation who can't even operate a VCR. I don't know whether new young people out there know what I'm talking about when I say VCR.
If you don't know, then go and Google.
Very
Okay,
cute rabbit.
whoever is too young to know what is a VCR.
Yeah.
Okay, go and Google it. Google it.
So there are a lot of places. Okay, I wouldn't even say a lot of places. Okay, there are many ways to generate money yield today. Sorry, I got an NFT sitting down there. That's making noise.
Charlie is trying to contribute. Where is the
So-
safe
so the-
place
so
for
the
his
thing is
money?
that-
He's telling you where he wants his money to be put.
Yeah.
My
it's
mouth. The dog said, my mouth. The best place to put money is my mouth.
Buy not
Yeah.
not money, buy food and then put in my mouth, not put the money in his mouth.
So we are caught up. We are caught up with the mechanics. We are still caught up with the mechanics of working for money or making money work for us. Okay,
Yeah, so I'm guessing what you're saying is that in the current with the current technological advances in where we are, actually there's a lot of different ways and places where we can put money, but because of lack of knowledge or we are, I think because of lack of knowledge or rejection of knowledge, people are still stuck in the way that they used to think, and
Yes.
therefore they feel like there is
no
not
alternative.
yes, correct, not a good or safe place, and everybody, the only safe place most people can come up with is like fixed deposit or the usual.
Yeah, you see, so you see the concept of parking money somewhere is because for a lot of people, they are spending their time working for money, and there's a limit to the amount of time that
Energy
they
and
can,
time.
to make money. So the only other alternative is to save enough money to put it somewhere that makes more money, and that is a very very old mindset. Okay, because today there is, you can totally shortcut that process, okay, of working for money, accumulate the money, and then put the money to make it work for you. Because if you know how, okay, with the same amount of time that that people are spending working for money, saving the money and then making money work for them, okay, that same amount of time can actually generate the same outcome or more, okay, for someone without going through that process in a shorter time frame. And that's the reality. So the people who are working 20, 30 years accumulated a sum of money, and then okay, now let's park it somewhere to get 20% returns, 30% returns. Okay, if we look at the net effect of someone younger who knows how to shortcut that process, okay, is able to generate a lot more within a shorter period of time. Okay, and why does that have to be that way? Okay, because of traditional thinking of how money works.
Yeah, and that brought us to one point. A friend of ours, Douglas, you also know this person. She has a daughter. She set up a business on Carousel. She's like what? She's in
18 years old,
18
JC.
or 19.
She set up a business on Carousel. She's just selling stuff on Carousel. She's making money. And at one point, she was asking the mom, "Why do I continue to go to school? Why do I have to continue to go to school? What is the purpose of me going to school? If the school is eventually going to give me a degree so that I can make money, I don't need that. I already know how to make money. I'm making more money than any of my peers. I have a business thing." Or what?
What?
Well,
Okay, and it was totally, so I know this individual, and it was totally out of her reality box. Okay,
You mean
because
we know this?
yeah,
Yeah, we all know what we're talking
and the
about.
reality box was study hard, okay, get that piece of paper and get a job. Okay, it is unheard of, okay, to be earning a living, okay, not be earning a living, to be earning an income, okay, that is significant,
level.
meaningful, at the level that she's earning an income at 18 years old. Say, no, that's not possible. Okay, but well, here you go.
But I think I will still want my child to go to school. Not because of the money thing, but in certain schools you get to make certain connections and you learn different cultures. I think it's to be a
Yes.
cultured person.
yes. We
Yes.
agree with that. But the thing is,
Yeah.
it is possible while we are still in school to start making money because
Yeah, of
the
course.
technology is there. You can even
Only
go. I mean,
technology. My sister last time primary school already start making money.
yeah.
Old
I mean,
school
now it's even better with technology. You can even, I mean, you have access thing in the house and other stuff.
Yeah.
You can actually.
Then, you know what's funny? What's funny are parents who tell the children, stop being so distracted and study, and go to school and get your piece of paper. Don't be so distracted doing all these things.
It's a good. But I don't know. Yeah, like I say, I want them to go to school to be a cultured person, not.
Yeah, but then that's going to school for a different reason with a different intent. Okay,
Yeah,
and
then
not
the focus
to
will
get
be
a piece of, yeah, and not that you get that to get that piece of paper to become a corporate slave. Oops, did I say that? Okay, I didn't say that.
I
You
mean, you
said
can
that.
also
Thanks for pointing out my job role. Douglas.
anyway. Anyway, I mean, the world has changed into a gig economy. You can always go onto Fiverr or go on a freelance
Yes, of
web
course. Of course.
and then sell your skills or technique. I mean, if you are able to draw
Sell
very
your
nicely,
yes.
design logos and sell your abilities to that. Who wants
Sell
to
yourself also can.
not sell, sell your value? I mean, hire me to do a gig of even a jingle, sell a jingle. I mean, if you can
Yeah,
write
but
music,
don't
you
do
can,
it on Fiverr. Don't do it. Don't do it on Fiverr.
yeah,
Okay, if
there are
you
a
have,
lot,
Okay,
if,
topic for
a
another
lot of
day.
platforms where you can do that.
yeah, you're creating enough value. Don't do it on Fiverr.
Yeah, don't topic for another day. So you all know Douglas are going to fiber. Okay,
Yeah,
wait,
so-
let's hear it from Rachel.
Yes,
Rachel,
Rachel.
are
Yes.
you what are you going to talk about? Are you going to talk about what is not a safe place or what is a safe place? Or, wait,
Yeah,
okay, maybe I
was
rephrase
Changing
that.
all the time.
Maybe we rephrase the question. I just should know because it's talking me. Maybe I rephrase the question. Where would you put your money? Since the interest rate is so low.
I would,
Maybe
yeah, I
after our
would
conversation.
say that I will switch the topic back to where is a safe place to put my money, because I want to talk about where I want to put my money, not where I don't want to put my money. So for me, I will put my money on myself. So my rationale is I don't know how long I'm going to live. I may, cross the road and whatever tomorrow. So may not be around tomorrow. So I'll just enjoy life. Not that I'm going to spend all my money today. I'm going to spend all my money on experiences, on growing myself, my experiences, on growth, on things that I'm interested in.
Okay, so okay, so growing and learning, not just going out and buying all the branded stuff that you want.
No.
That one, how much can she
I will
eat?
eat. I will eat, but
How much
not
can
all
she
the money.
eat?
Oh my god, I'll be so fat.
Then you
No,
can
we
just
can
do
go for those like one course, one person, $200, $500, that kind. Very fast, your money will be gone.
But that doesn't grow, At least I invest on myself.
You
I
grow,
learn
yeah.
and I grow.
You grow like this. You see,
It was
how wide my
certainly-
shoulders are, Rachel. You can see my shoulders so wide, growing.
My goodness. Yeah, so that's where I'll put my money.
And that's a good one also.
But seriously, I think you haven't said where you want to put your money. You just said don't.
So I think the main point right now
For
goes
you,
back
Afiq.
not
For you.
where.
Where have you been putting your money?
I've put my
Is
money
it
in so
one
many
answer
different
or one
places.
sentence answer?
There is no one sentence answer because it just depends on what your intention is, what your objective,
What
right?
is your intention? Where have you
I
been
have
putting
the
your
intention
money?
to make money, so I put money into businesses. I have the intention to keep money, so I put money into safe deposits, fixed deposits, and I also have the intention to grow that money, so I've invested that money as well. 3 different things with my money, and so
It's like a
which
equal
are
share
the safe ones. And the only thing that I can tell you that becomes safe is as long as the money that I put into whichever thing matches my particular objective. Then only then is the money safe.
For you right now, is it like a equal split between the three? Or it's more like a
It's most definitely not an equal split. I have
almost
about 12 months of expenses in a fixed deposit. The reason why I put it in a fixed deposit, not because it's earning a good yield, but because I need it to be 1, protected, and 2, liquid. Because if anything would have happened to me or Lena, we'll need that expenses to support the family, right? So for me, go ahead, Juno.
Did you say safe deposit or did you say fixed deposit?
Fixed deposit.
Huh?
Correct. Fixed deposit.
Oh, okay.
The safe deposit box is where I put all my NFTs.
You don't need a safe
including
deposit
his
box for NFT.
Bitcoin.
Hardware wallet, ma. So then on that note, right, you've got low risk, low return, but it's safe. And that's one portion of my money. And then I have a medium risk portion of my money that I'm pumping into, like what Rachel's into myself. I recently completed another certification. They call it Associate Estate Planning Practitioner. So that's done. That's another designation on my name card. Hooray. I'm going to take another certificate, a professional certificate in Islamic finance, because that helps me with my work. And so absolutely, it's a safe place for me. But the part where I want to grow my money, is it safe? There's safe, there's less safe, there's maybe not so safe, and then it's totally unsafe, depending on how long you can wait.
I just want to add to that there's nothing that's absolute 100% safe.
Of course,
There's
of
nothing that's
course.
100% safe. So it's a matter of your risk appetite, and basically
Yeah.
it's relative. Safe is basically relative. Safe is not absolute. It's also always relative. Even in
Your
Singapore,
relatives are safe.
what my relatives,
Your relatives are safe.
whatever. But even in
Wow.
Singapore, we say Singapore is a safe place. It is safe relative to some general
Next door.
countries.
Absolutely, next door.
Huh?
Just next door.
Yeah. But if you compare to certain countries, as crime rate is even lower than Singapore, then Singapore is considered not as safe. So safe is relative.
Yeah, safe is relative, just like a lot of things in life. It's
Yeah.
like I wouldn't feel safe walking around in the middle of night, let's say US maybe. But
Imagine you're
Iman
in
will
Myanmar.
feel safe walking around in the middle of the night in US because you can fight off everybody else that comes. You know what's Iman or not? Wow.
So basically, so it's relative. So it depends. So it depends on. So in a way, it depends on how much you know about the asset class also.
And I also realized something interesting. If you realize Douglas wants to put it for him safe, okay, so this is relative to each individual here. So for Douglas is business, right? Being a business owner, not investing in business. Chunho is as an investor in businesses. Rachel is in herself. And then Afiq is wherever you want it to be. Because he has an intention behind each investment.
That's not intention, it's a plan.
Yeah.
As in, like behind each of your intention, there is behind each of your investment class, there is an intention. That's the reason why you put it. Plan, okay, whatever. Intention is the end goal. Plan is how you get there.
So Denise, so what about you, your
I will
husband?
invest in my husband.
No!
Right, I told you from the start of the show. My husband is my only investment. So anyway, but I realized that each of us, if you viewers, you guys also realize each of us, the reason why we choose to put our money into where we say we put it is because these are the places where we know the most, if you realize. Do you realize that, viewers? Because if you put it into an unknown territory, in an unknown area, it's actually very, very risky. Because even if it's so what is safe for Chunho is not safe for me because I know nothing about what he's doing. Correct? So if you ask me to run a business, it's also very unsafe because Douglas probably knows what he's doing. I don't know about running a business, but he has an experience. So that's it. What is safe? Where is a safe place to put your money is probably where you know the most. Because I would think that every way of investment has its own risks. And if you know that area well enough, then you can mitigate those risks and then it becomes safe. Because you know where the risks and pitfalls are, I guess. Yes, so yes, I will just invest in my husband because I'm lazy. Thank you, everybody.
Not yourself, is it?
I'm investing in myself. I'm investing in myself to seduce my husband so he will stay invested.
I do agree with Rachel in the way, the best way, the safest way to invest is actually in ourselves because whatever we invest in ourselves, we get the experience, we get the knowledge, and it stays with us. Nobody can take that away from us. So it always stays with us.
Correct.
And if you put it somewhere external, somebody can take it away.
So I should stop investing in my husband. He's going to be taken away soon.
Oh, you must have a leash on him, lah, basically.
Cannot
You invest in his
lah.
education.
Invest in his education. Educate, brainwash him. Actually, yeah, but that's what I realized also about investing in oneself in terms of your knowledge and all that. And also very important, something else that came up while we were talking about knowledge and ignorance is a choice, etc., is where you get your knowledge from. Because like what Junho and Afiq saying, a lot of people is starting to invest in stocks when they know shit about it. They know nothing about it. And then they start to invest in it, and then because they hear somebody say something, they go and say it as if it's true. You know, we all have all those friends, right? Yeah. Like as if it's true, but actually it's not because they know nuts about it, right? And then if you ask them where they get their information from, they're like, oh, from Heartland Zone, etc. Then it's like
Oh no! Actually,
etc. lah, whatever lah, you know. Please get your sources, okay, people. Knowledge, ignorance is a choice, but if you go and
Okay, so
I
there's
don't know which was, huh?
so there's this term, the Dunning-Kruger effect.
What's that?
The Dunning-Kruger effect. The
What's that?
people who don't know anything, who think they know everything,
And then they
Okay.
infect the rest of the people around.
and then they persist. So they are. So we talk about ignorance is a choice only for people who know that they are ignorant and choose to remain so.
Ah.
Right. So that's a choice there because I'm ignorant. I choose to remain ignorant, or I'm ignorant. I choose to get out of ignorance. But the Dunning-Kruger effect is when they don't know that they are ignorant, and when they actually are, and they think they know everything when they actually don't. Okay, so these people are past.
没得救了 It's beyond the whole help.
Beyond redemption.
Until they reach the peak of Mount Stupid. Okay, that actually is
Tumble down the other side.
until they reach the peak of Mount Stupid, where there's nowhere to go, and then they fall off the cliff.
Okay, by the way, let me just say that Mount Stupid is not a term that Douglas came up with.
Yeah,
It is actually a term that's in this Dunning-Kruger effect. It's in there.
yeah.
Really?
Go Google Dunning-Kruger effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
people who are watching this definitely not ignorant because you will go and read the book, right? And anyway, it's impossible for somebody to know everything about everything. It's just not
Yeah,
possible.
but people think they do. Narcissists think they do.
Flat earthers, anti-vaxxers.
I don't know. This is another topic for another day. I have many
Okay,
things to say about
okay.
this topic.
wow, you're just calling out the people, man.
Yeah. Flat earthers, anti-vaxxers, what else? Homeopathy, what else?
Homeopathy. Oh, it's a home therapy kind, that kind of thing.
No. Home therapy got different. The homeopaths. Oh my god. Or naturopaths. Oh my god. Never mind. Watch. What do you call that? Parenting without a license. Then you just trigger Lena that way. Very easy.
Oh yeah. Let's not go there. Leader can be triggered easily on all these kind of things.
There's homeopathy clinics in Singapore.
Yes, there are. And it's scary.
Okay. I think this is another topic for another day. Otherwise, somebody's going to come to my door, knock on my door, and then threaten to kill me. Let's stay away from all these things.
No, you just write Afiq's address on your door.
That's
Oh my
alright.
goodness.
I've got an NFT.
Find
I've
me,
got an NFT to defend me.
Your NFT?
She can be a nasty fuzzy thing. Nasty fuzzy terror.
No, we should put her and Charlie together. Wow.
I don't want to traumatize Charlie, man.
Charlie will be wrong. She'll be like, get out of here. Okay, good. So I think it's last words time.
Okay.
Who's gonna go? We will get yeah. Chono, you go first, or Chono?
I go first.
Yeah.
Go.
Go.
I just want to say that there's really no absolute safe place, and if somebody is looking for an absolute safe place, There is none. Okay, nothing in this world is actually guaranteed. Even the banks will fail.
Except death and taxes.
No taxes is not guaranteed one. Okay, some countries you don't have to pay tax one. Okay, that statement is only relevant in the States because in everywhere you go in the States, you still have to pay tax. And even if you're not a US citizen, you migrated, you still have to pay tax for some number of years before it stops. Okay, so it's only relevant for the US citizens. Okay, Bruneians don't pay. Okay. Some Bruneians and so it's not guaranteed. And safety is relative, so they just need to find what is most safe for them. And I have to say, and I have to reiterate what Denise said earlier. What is safe is different for each of us, and what we knows best is actually the safest thing. Now that's my last message.
Okay, who else wants to go? Okay, Douglas, you go since you're similar color to Chunho today.
So that's causation versus correlation. Please remember that.
Causation versus correlation. Okay.
I think it just so the invest money, okay, put money in a safe place or not, okay, exists on a continuum, okay, of a fast moving, okay, on a model that is fast becoming less relevant. Okay, so the conversation really for me has to do with ability to generate yield, okay, using a totally different paradigm than what we may have been exposed to, okay, with an older mode of traditional thing. Okay, so I think it's really catching up to a world that is very fast changing and getting into a different conversation. Okay, that's beyond what's safe or not safe place to put money.
Okay, I think it's time to orbit your answers. Last words,
Absolutely, safety is relative, and I'd like to highlight. Somebody told me this, that they wanted to have a job for safety and stability, and the only lesson that the main lesson I got from that was this: you create your own safety and stability. You cannot be beholden to anyone and depend on anyone except Wen Kai, by the way, for safety and stability. Right?
You mean Denise? Only Denise can depend on Wen Kai. The rest of us cannot.
Don't say that his responsibility very high, okay?
If Wen Kai is watching, this is you and me. But yeah, we create our own safety and stability. When I first started out in business and being self-employed, it was scary. Hell yeah, it was scary. But 5-6 years down the road, I realized that nobody can take this away from me. I choose who I want to work with. I pick my clients very, very carefully. They are the ones who provide me services and pay for my services. And if I don't like them anymore, I'm like, okay, fine, bye. I'll find another client. Right? I'm not beholden to any other company. That I don't have to kowtow to somebody and say, yes, sir, I need to work on Chinese New Year because I'm the only Malay guy in the company. And so you create your own safety and stability, especially when it comes to money. The first step to creating safety and stability is understanding what you're going to put your money into, right? Whether it's, a husband, and you make sure you better study your husband properly. Whether
I studied him minutely. I will study him again tonight, Mr. Microsoft.
I'm not going to go there. He might come, but I'm not going to go there. See what I did there?
Okay, with a microscope. Yeah. What is a microscope or what? A magnifying glass.
Magnifying
Don't go
glass.
there, Chuno. Don't go there.
Yeah.
Go
It
so
makes
many
everything
ways,
larger.
We're all into it. Like, it goes so many ways. But either way, safety and stability is something you create. And how you create that is you got to study, you got to take steps, improve yourself, figure out what you're trying to do, understand everything, and have a plan. That's it from me.
Bitcoin.
Sell your house, sell your cat.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
And then Rachel put Afiq's last word, safety is relative. You create your own safety and stability, full stop.
Everything else, yeah.
I guess it's my turn. It's my turn, right? Okay, my last words are the same like what I said earlier. What is safe? You need to determine what is safe. First, your risk appetite. Second, what you're good at, what do you know. Then that is what is safe. If you want to learn something new and invest in yourself, please learn from somewhere or somebody that has proven results, not flashy marketing. Proven results, yeah, not flashy. So so be careful where you get your success from. Also, those are my lessons. Okay. And it's Rachel's turn.
Okay, so for me, my last words is to. I think
Got
that's
echo, I think, Rachel. Yeah. Is it from your side?
Yeah. So my last words is to invest in yourself. Yeah, for me is to invest in myself. So anyway, whoever is watching, you can do whatever you want. But for me, I'm going to invest in myself. So yeah.
Before we go, I just want to say that all our last words cannot be looked in isolations. Audience, please take our last word as linked together. Because while I say that there's no absolute safe place, I did mention that yourself is one of the safest place. And what you're good at, what you know best, is actually safe. And it's also linked to what Arthur is saying, that safety is relative and you create your own safety and security. It's also linked to what Douglas is saying about the continuum, current model of what safe is So audience, please don't look at our last on the standalone because that will
Always
be-
have context. Always have
Yeah. So
context.
all our last words are actually in combination.
So in conclusion, please watch the entire video and then read the last words. And
Yes.
then for better context, watch all our previous videos also.
So I'm
Right, for full context, ma.
yeah.
Okay? I guess those are our last words. Suddenly I have more last words, okay, no? So yes, so in context always, okay? And so we will see you guys on the next episode of Ouch My Money.